This week on The Urban Angler, we go ice fishing in downtown Ottawa. Canada's capital, the city of Ottawa, with a population of 900,000, is also the cradle of the country's government, home to the National Arts Centre and the Rideau Canal, a UNESCO heritage site and one of the top-rated sustainable destinations according to National Geographic. The iconic Museum of Civilization, Chateau Laurier, and Byward Market feature the culture and heritage of Ottawa. But it's the fishing that has our attention. The Rideau River and the Ottawa River both provide plenty of angling opportunities within the shadow of Parliament Hill. A quick stop to pick up a few supplies, and you're ready to sample some of Ontario's best angling opportunities. Well, here a little urban fishing in the shadow of the city of Ottawa. Miles, Orleans Boatwolf, thanks for having us out today.
Oh, I appreciate it.
We got the two lines going here. Any luck so far?
A couple small walleye, nothing I'm bragging about, but yeah, so far so good.
But there seems to be one that's been
Yeah,
teasing you a bit?
Yeah, we have one kind of playing with me right here. Hopefully we can pull it through the hole, but doesn't seem to want to commit, so.
Now, looking at these rods, you wouldn't think that they'd be big enough or strong enough to pull out some big fish, but they can handle the job?
Yeah, I've got fairly decent line on there. I've got 10-pound test fluoro on there, so that's the key. And just, I find the more eyelets, the better when it comes to short rods like that. And I've pulled 6+ fish on that setup.
6-pound
Yeah.
fish? Really?
Yeah, as long as you're careful. I mean, you got to be careful with it, but you know, it's finesse more when I'm fishing like this. I'm not fishing Dacron line or anything, but yeah, no, more finesse.
You do a lot of ice fishing then?
I try to get out as much as I possibly can, at least a couple times a week.
I guess the beauty of it is, you know, we're so close to the city. You can just zip right out and.
Oh, I'm 10 minutes from home, and you still kind of feel like you're a little bit outside of the city too. So.
Yeah, I know.
Yep,
I
that's
know.
the nice thing about it.
Now the Vexlar here. What is this doing for us?
Well, basically that's a real-time fish finder. I mean, it runs with an ice transducer, so I'm sitting in 20 feet of water. Literally, you can see your jig on the screen.
Oh,
we may have had a fish bite there.
Either that or your bait's really anxious.
Yeah, so it just allows me real-time fishing. That's all. We worked hard on it. It's all at a cost to us, but I mean, I guess the guys don't know.
Comfort is essential when ice fishing. Dress for the weather and what might be expected during your day on the hard water. There's no need to be shivering on the ice waiting for your next bite. Needless to say, you can't see through the ice, but that's why you have electronics to help. Now, Miles, obviously you've got the Vexilar flasher here. How does it work and how do you read it?
Well, it runs on depths of 20, 40, 60, 80. I can read fish up to, I think it's 400 feet on this model. Basically the way it works is you have a depth feature down here that will show you the depths.
Right.
So you can see that this is top, this is bottom.
Mm-hmm.
We're actually in 19 feet of water now that I've noticed that. I have an auto zoom feature on this model as well, where this is true top to bottom, 0 to 20 feet,
mm-hmm.
whereas this is the bottom 6 feet of the water. So you can actually see my lure moving.
Oh yeah, that's the flash is
Yeah, that
okay.
is the flash. So like it's real time, so I'm able to see my lure, and what you will see is a fish will show up as a bar as well on here, so I'm able to basically entice fish into biting is the advantage to it. And you can tell some days how they want it presented. Sometimes walleye want it slowly dropped or jiggled or, you know, sideways or just straight jig. So today we're just kind of sitting them, but we're not catching many fish anyway. So.
But I would imagine for any ice fisherman, this is a piece of equipment that's a must.
Ever since I've started using one a couple years ago, I've increased my fish by three times at least, simply for that, for presentation. Some days they want a different color, and it's easy to tell which colors they react to quicker, and instead of just sitting there hoping they're fish under you, it's nice to know that there's actually fish there, and makes it easy to move around and find fish as well.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
So you just have to drill the hole, and you drop the transducer in there, and
yep.
you're
I've
off and
actually easier than that when the ice gets really thick, is I use a Ziploc bag with antifreeze. Mm-hmm. And you put the transducer in the Ziploc bag, and I can physically just lay it on the ice, and I can still read depths and mark fish.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's how accurate this machine is.
Ice fishing in Ottawa is one of the city's most popular outdoor endeavors. As you can see, an entire village will spring up on the river as soon as the ice is hard enough. Miles will continue to try and entice the fish that's been pestering his bait, while we'll drop in on another friend who has his own home away from home. Well, it's been a little chilly out here, but you know what we can do? We can go inside and do a little ice fishing. Our good buddy John is going to host us, and we'll be able to warm up. John is a longtime and excellent angler, whether it's hard or soft water fishing. He's also creating a book for anglers to show them the best fishing spots in Ottawa that are accessible by transit. He's also a staff member at O'Zeal's here at Petrie Island, who enjoys helping anglers get their lines
John.
in the water.
There you go. Set them
Teasing me. Hey, we got one. It's my first ice fish.
Let me get the transducer out of the hole for you.
Okay. What do we got here?
Got a little bit of weight to it, or?
It's got a kick to it. Oh, yeah. What do we got here? That's the beauty of the Ottawa River, isn't it, John? You know, we had that little walleye there, but there's so many different types of fish in this body of water.
It's a better one. You can pull it.
Oh, look at that. It's monstrous. Monstrous, I say.
Oh, caught him right at the hole.
Oh, nice work, Johnny.
There you go. It's a good
It's
eater.
not a bad one, eh?
Say we let him go, or?
Yeah, unless you want him.
No, let him go and let him grow.
That's what I like to hear. That's what I like to hear. Oh, beautiful walleye here on the Ottawa River. Nice work. And look at that.
Still got your minnow.
The minnow's ready to go. The minnow's ready to go.
All yours.
Oh, no. And your turn now.
Thanks.
The challenge is on. It's 1-1.
Petrie Island is one of the busiest ice fishing destinations, not just in Ottawa, but in eastern Ontario. It can take as little as John drilling you a hole in the ice to get your line in the water, to bringing your shack to protect you from the elements. And as you can see, some anglers take their ice fishing and comfort seriously.
John is on fire. He went to the ultralight. That's slowly bringing him up. What do you think we got here?
Oh, this is the
It's
perch.
There's that little guy that we were looking at. Little perch.
Oh, you could hardly fit that little minnow in his mouth.
They're greedy little guys, aren't they?
Yeah.
A nice, healthy little fish.
Oh, nice colors on him. Very clean.
Oh, yeah.
We'll let him go. All right.
So maybe, I guess it was the size of the bait that was...
Yeah, well, the bigger walleye definitely... there we go.
What weight are we on here with the rod and the line? Like, this is obviously a lot lighter than what we were using before.
Yeah, no, I'm using an ultralight rod. As far as line weight, it's either 2 or 3 pound.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm using just a HT reel with a custom jigs and spin gill pill. So let's see if we can get another one. Got that perch down there.
The Ottawa River is a diverse fishery. You've seen John and I hook into walleye and perch, but that just scratches the surface. Crappie, sauger, bass, pike, muskie, even prehistoric sturgeon all swim the depths of the Ottawa River.
He might be on.
There we go. John, you got another one here.
Yeah, doesn't feel too big. It's hard because I'm on an ultralight rod right now.
You thought that was a little perch down there going.
Oh, we got a little...
You got another walleye?
Sauger.
Oh, a sauger.
Let's see. Well, it could be a walleye. It's small.
Yeah, they do look a lot like walleye as well. How can you tell
Actually,
the difference?
that one there is a walleye.
Yeah.
Just by the blotches they have, as
Okay.
well as walleyes have a nice white tip on the end of their tail.
All right, okay.
All right, we'll get this.
Well, this is like a little slice of heaven, John. Here it is at downtown Ottawa. You know, you're not... you got to get going to work in a couple hours, but, you know, you get to actually go out and enjoy fishing and then head off to work.
It's great. I live, honestly, probably about 1.5 kilometers away. And I can go from being at home with the family, come to work, and it's a total different world.
Oh,
I love it. It's like going from the city right to the country in a matter of 100 feet.
And a beautiful spot out here, too. And as we had mentioned, just so much variety. You know, we've got the walleye. You know, we thought we had a little perch down there, too. The crappies.
Yeah, no, it's probably one of the most diverse fisheries in the area, that's for sure. Probably everything except for trout and salmon in here.
Mm-hmm. Actually, and there's the Quebec government stocks some brown trout here.
That's true.
The Ottawa River is an interprovincial waterway between Ontario and Quebec. It's in the midst of being designated a heritage waterway in Canada. With some good friends, a warm fire, and some fish on the end of the line, you can lose yourself and all
back
track
on the
of
bottom
time
it goes.
ice fishing on the Ottawa River. All right, thanks a lot, John. John was our host, the host with the most. That got us some fish today. We got some walleye, we got some sauger. Great urban angling, just minutes from downtown Ottawa. We'll see you next time on The Urban Angler.